Hey there, Wildcats, and welcome to your one-stop shop for everything happening at Lincoln Middle School. You've officially tuned in to episode 11 of the Lincoln WildCAST. Get ready to pounce on the latest headlines from our news desk because we're here to keep you in the know. But that's not all. We've got something for everyone in the pack. In today's show, we'll have another movie and artist review from Chloe and Lily on what's trending. Fanula and Janessa will bring you another Book of the Week. The news will be completely slapped in this week's Knee Slappers. LMS Sports Center will bring you interviews with the members of the girls and boys basketball team. Plus, it's the second round of LMS Rizz, Wildcat IQ, and Greek Word of the Week. Lastly, we will hear from the LMS Danceline Coach, Mrs. Melissa Scott. From the roar of the crowd at the game to the quiet of the library, we're here to bring you the stories that matter most. So let's get this show on the road by kicking it over to our Wildcat Sports Center team to talk about basketball season getting started.
Welcome to this week's Sports Center segment.
Today we'll be talking with the basketball players to hear their thoughts on the upcoming season.
First, we will be interviewing Lily Lane and Madeline Fortney for the girls basketball.
To start off, what are both of your impressions of this new team?
I feel like my impressions on this team is I feel like we can work together this year.
I kind of have the same. I have really high hopes, and I feel like this will be a really good team.
That's amazing, guys.
Next, what goals do you guys have for this season and what will you do to achieve them?
My goals for this season would probably be working together.
My goals for the season are pretty high. I want to be the best in the conference, but we would have to work on our communication.
That's really great.
How has team chemistry on the girls basketball team grown during the preseason? And how do you think it will impact your performance this year?
It has definitely grown a lot since the preseason, and I think we have a lot better relationships than we did.
I think it's grown a lot too because we can trust each other more.
It looks like you guys are going to have a great season.
Now we will be covering boys basketball and interviewing Mason Carter and Aiden Stragaric.
What are the biggest strengths of the boys basketball team this season, and how do you plan to use them to succeed on the court?
We're not really a tall team, so we're a faster team, so we're gonna have to use that to our advantage this year.
What does being a part of this team mean to you, and how do you show that on and off the court?
It means a lot to me. Just being on the school team is just amazing.
What goals do you guys have for this season and how will you accomplish them?
To have a winning record, and we're just gonna have to practice hard to make that come true.
Just playing hard, winning, scoring. Yeah.
You guys are going to have an awesome season.
That's all for the Sports Center this week.
These are our hosts, Paisley,
Bailey,
And Addie.
signing out.
Next, we will go over to Chloe and Lily on what's trending and Janessa and Fanula for Book of the Week.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to What's Trending.
Today we'll be reviewing the movie Scream and the band La Tiger.
Once again, this movie is intended for mature audiences only, so make sure to ask a parent or guardian before you watch.
The original Scream came out in 1996, starring
Neve Campbell,
Courtney Cox,
Skeet Ulrich,
Matthew Lillard,
Roger L. Jackson,
and Jamie Kennedy.
The movie follows teens in Woodsboro, California, who are being chased by a killer in a ghost face mask, hence the name Ghostface.
Once again, we've seen it and we both love it. We 100% recommend watching this cult classic.
I rate it a 10 out of 10 because it had some great actors in it, and I love how it was half based on a true story.
I rated it a 10 out of 10 too for the same type of reason.
Now onto the band La Tiger.
Their breakout was on October 26, 1999 with their debut album titled La Tiger, featuring their most popular song, Decepticon, which me and Chloe listened to on the daily.
Yeah, we were literally listening to it while writing the script.
That's all for what's trending this week. We'll see you next time for another singer movie review.
That's right. Bye.
Welcome back to Book of the Week. This is where we give you a book for the week and a brief summary of the plot.
This week's book is The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. The book dates back to the 1960s in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's about a 14-year-old boy named Ponyboy Curtis who is a greaser, which is a group of working-class citizens, in constant conflict with the wealthy West Side Socias.
This book has sold over more than 50 million copies. It is translated to 30 different languages and it is considered a foundational book for the young adult genre. It is also frequently assigned in middle school and high school classes.
Thanks for listening to our Book of the Week. Come back next time for a new book.
Up next, we will go over to Knee Slappers for your weekly dose of dad jokes and fun facts.
You're tuned in to Knee Slappers, where humor takes center stage.
What do you call a bear without teeth?
I don't know. What is it?
A gummy bear.
Why can't you trust atoms?
I don't know. Why?
Because they make up everything.
The shortest war in history lasted 38 minutes. It was between Britain and Zanzibar. Well, my knees are officially slapped. Thanks for tuning into Knee Slappers.
Next, let's go to the Wildcat Rizzlers for the second installment of LMS Rizz.
Welcome back to LMS Rizz. Let's get Rizzy.
Guys, I have a confession.
What is it?
I have a crush and I don't know how to Rizz.
We can help you. Use these pickup lines.
Are you YouTube? Because I want you to be mine.
That was low-key buns.
What about not a soft launch, but I think I like you?
Okay, girl, I see you.
Guys, lock in.
Okay, how about if I could rearrange the alphabet, I'd put you and I together.
That one was perfect. Thank you, guys.
What about would you be the 6 to my 7?
Okay, Kason, stop.
Okay, see you guys later on a date. 6-7. Ha ha ha.
Yasu, everyone, it's time to learn a new Greek word this week with Fanula, Jacob, and Gracie. Welcome back to Learning Greek, where I give you a Greek word a week.
Tell us this week's word then.
Yeah, I'm impatient.
I'm glad you asked. This week's word is parakalo. It has 2 meanings, please, and you're welcome.
Well, why couldn't they just pick a different word for please?
Take it up with the ancient Greeks, not me.
But wait, we have please and you're welcome. So what's thank you?
Well, if you want to know, you have to come back next week.
Well, that's it for this week's Learning Greek. Come back next time for a new word.
This week we are playing Guess Who with some 8th grade contestants on Wildcat IQ. Check it out.
Welcome back to Wildcat IQ. This is the game where we test your IQ. Today we'll be continuing the 7th grade game from last week, another round of Guess Who.
Welcome, contestants. It's your job to guess our mystery guest. It can be anyone in LMS.
Today, the people guessing the mystery guest will be 8th grader Cam Keller, 8th grader Tyson Foreman, 8th grader Mackenzie McCandless. You are playing for 50 cash.
The first question is, what grade are you in?
I am in 8th grade.
Any guesses?
Ethan Cosmore.
Bailey Grog.
Congrats to our winner, Mackenzie McCandless. Our mystery guest was Bailey Grog. Come back and join us next time on Wildcat IQ.
Next, we are going to kick it over to our WildCAST interview team with special guest LMS Danceline Coach Mrs. Melissa Scott. Welcome to the interview segment. Today we will be interviewing Mrs. Melissa Scott, who is a Danceline coach at LMS. What inspired you to become a Danceline coach?
Well, the first thing that inspired me would be my daughter. Olivia is now a freshman, and she asked me to help do it last year when she was in 8th grade, and now that she's in high school, I decided just to go ahead and stick with it because I have another daughter that will be coming through middle school soon.
What are some of the team's biggest strengths and areas for improvement?
We have a couple really strong dancers and a lot of girls that have never danced before. So I'd say one of our strengths is that we have some girls that know how to do the skills and can help teach the others how to excel. And then one of our weaknesses is that we're just a young team. We have a lot of 6th graders this year.
Okay, what are your long-term goals for the team?
I just really would love to have a large number of girls on the team and just want them to have fun. Of course, everyone wants to win a competition at some point, but that's not really an end game for us. As well, for me, I want them to mainly just have fun and grow as dancers and as people.
How do you help dancers improve their independent skills and grow as performers?
We do a lot of floor work and working one-on-one with girls that do have a specific skill that they want to share with the rest of the group to get everyone on board. So, for example, I'll have a 7th grader who's danced for years pair up with a couple of the 6th graders to work on their turns or to work on getting their steps in the right spot and on timing. It's really a team effort. I don't do it without the girls really putting in a lot of the work too.
Can you describe a typical week or month for the team during season?
We don't really practice as much as what some sports do, but we have a very long season. We start in August and don't end until March. So typically we have practice maybe 2-3 times a week, sometimes only once, but we have 2 to 4 hour practices when we do practice. We'll run through some floor work, run through our routines, work on cleaning them bit by bit. We'll run, 4 or 5 8 counts at a time. They get tired of hearing me say, yeah, we'll do it one more time, and then do it another 12.
Thank you for joining us, Mrs. Scott, and we hope to see you on the show again. Come back next episode for a new special guest. Finally, let's go to our WildCAST news team to wrap up our show.
Welcome, Wildcats, to your daily guide through the jungle we call Lincoln Middle School. In a world full of noise, we are here to bring you the stories that matter the most. You're listening to your official news dispatch, the WildCAST News. Here are your announcements. Remember, students, at the end of the day, you are not permitted to be under the canopy at the high school if you have to wait for a sibling. You will sit on the benches outside of the high school gym and not go anywhere until your ride is ready to go. Otherwise, you are not permitted to go under there. Go get on your bus.
Counselor's Quick Stop is open in the foyer with a selection of deodorants, toothbrushes, toothpaste, notebooks, pencils, and backpacks. On Monday, November 17, there is a meeting for anyone who is interested in playing baseball during AA.
On Thursday, November 20th, we will be having this month's Wildlife After School.
Sign up for the Cincinnati Turkey Shot. Thanksgiving Day at 9 a.m. Join the Lincoln Cross Country team. See flyers up around the building for more information. All proceeds from the show and Gobble Wobble go to the deserving senior in WV, who is a member of the Shack Bull Cross Country team.
That's it for our announcements. Now let's see what's for lunch.
And now the moment you've all been waiting for. It's everyone's favorite segment. Here's what's for lunch. On Monday, November 17th, we are having corn dogs, fries, and carrots. On Tuesday, November 18th, we are having fajitas, peppers, rice, and beans. On Wednesday, November 19th, we are having Cook's Choice. On Thursday, November 20th, we are having a Thanksgiving meal. On Friday, November 21st, we are having Cook's Choice. That's what's for lunch. As always, thank you to our wonderful cooks who keep us fed and are ready to take on the day. Thanks for joining us on the WildCAST News, and thanks for listening. Stay wild. We'll see you next time on the Lincoln WildCAST.